Okay guys, I'm jogging now and showing you my route as well as the traffic condition, the crowd around the famous Old Airport Road Hawker Centre. Yep, I'm staying now there, or rather I'm staying near there. Okay, usually at this hour, Labor Day, this place will be packed full of people. They say it's going to rain soon. A lot of rain. They say the rain will be profuse and may last for days or months.
That was my last jog. Before the world was hit by the rain. The world and our country are locked down. Borders are closed. Businesses are closed. Neighbourhoods are closed. Doors are closed. Close.
Is drowning. The rain has been relentless in the South Indian city and it's now claimed lives. In one deadly incident, floodwaters pushed a wall onto a house which collapsed on impact.
The worst flooding in decades has already affected more than 37 million people across China in the summer of 2020. The flooding started in the nation's south, with the Guangxi-Zhuang Autonomous Region and Guizhou Province becoming inundated in early June. By July 19, heavy rains had been pounding 27 of China's 31 directly administered provinces. Rising water levels along the Yangtze River have battered cities and villages in
How do you do it? Having the drive to push for a cause. It's like nothing holds you down. We are watching. We are observing. Waiting for the next big thing. Some of us, no. Some of them, no. Not me. Some of them are waiting for you to fall. Waiting. Fall. So that they can laugh at you. We are watching. We are observing. Waiting for the next saint to be on social media. To be holed up at home in this age is amazing. To be addicted to TV series like Narcos is the most iconic. throwing the guns, the sex, the violence, the drama. And there you go. Your mind is freed, liberated from all its burdens, liberated, free, liberated, free. To be remembered is either you must be really, 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 really good, or really bad. Hopefully, you will be remembered by your family for being good. Show them your news in the day, and they'll go crazy. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, sad, S-A-D, happy. What will you do? What would I do? 10 minutes of news in a day. Wait, what? Imagine 247. Huh? Wait, what? Imagine 365 days in a year. Wait, what? Imagine over, under, no, overstimulation. Over. Can I just look the other way? Can I just look the other way? Can I just look the other way? Can O-L-O-O-K look the other way? Can I just look the other way? She prayed and asked. She has sat at home the whole day, working from home. So I spoke. I told her, go, explore your flat, explore the block, levels by levels, explore the levels, observe the plants, Just around the corner, an old lady has grown immobile. She has been home for the past year. Never seen her come out. Only her daughters. She has lovely plants. I just realized it's not about the plants. No, not about the plants. It's about caring for her. Thank you, sunlight. At times, it rains. And it rains heavy. So heavy, so extreme. Social media and nature are so similar sometimes. Hari Raya is around the corner. Before Raya, it's a month of fasting, Ramadan. If this situation continues into Ramadan, it shall come to pass.
I'm really worried about the safety of my son, who has decided to hunker down in the US. I'm worried because the gun laws there are so loose, and more people are buying guns to protect themselves against the racists. I'm disappointed that the world has changed overnight. People who used to be friendly neighbours have now become hostile. And people who have absolutely nothing to do with the origin of the rain are now being discriminated against just because they have different facial features and skin colour. But then again, I do empathise with these angry people who have been driven to this state of unreasonableness because they have lost their loved ones, their jobs. I wish I can help, but I'm helpless. Comfort food, ice cream, instant noodles, chocolate drink. These are things I seldom buy. They're high carbo and high sugar. But hey, these are special circumstances. I do need to keep my family happy while they are being cooped up at home for so long. What to cook today? So many ingredients are missing. No cabbage, no spinach, no frozen chicken. And my bitter God, turning yellow so soon. I have to cook veggie according to their durability and not according to my menu. need her. Life is just not the same anymore.
You chop every single thing into bits and bits and bits, 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 bits. You wonder what is your fate. Thrown away outside the pot or left inside. Nothing was left. Everything was pureed. The vegetables has finally lost its identity. Down to the very last drink. Right before the fire was turned off, the salt and pepper dashed in and infiltrated the puree. It was seasoned perfectly to taste, at least to the cook herself. The mixture was finally released from the pot and scooped onto the bowl. The final step to a perfect plating was to garnish it with a coriander leaf, making this one pot wonder the perfect gateway to provide comfort to the soul.
The availability of time is a funny element. With commitments, people live like a machine, doing their routine work as day passes. This is either to earn a living or taking care of their family, siblings, and friends. When freedom is given, people are lost. As their daily lives are affected, people tend to appreciate things more. Friendships and outings that were once forgotten. Health that were once forgone. Hobbies that were left out. All these become precious and people start to be alive. Instead of being automated, they focus on living and trying to do things they once loved or did not have the chance to try. Even being restricted by the law or something potentially that can harm an individual, people are still willing to take chances to do what they love. People are just short-sighted and only focusing on temporary ones instead of long-term investments. It is undeniable that necessities come first, but once that they are fulfilled, self-entitlement comes next. In the current society where necessities are not a problem, people tend to talk about human rights. On the other side of the society, there's still a group of people struggling to survive through the day.
After working for 38 years, I decided to call it a day when I see all my colleagues leaving the office one by one. But I can honestly tell you, retirement without proper planning is really a very, very scary thing. I just retired because I was just following the herd instinct. But then, every morning when I wake up, I stare at the ceiling and ask myself, what am I going to do? I have so many hours in front of me. So it's like something, a blank piece of paper that I have to write something on it. No? But fortunately for me, I managed to find something to do. And what I found kept me very, very busy. More busy than when I was working. I was out of the house most of the day and I don't have time for my cats. Then everything came to a standstill. Somehow like there's a break that was applied to me. But surprisingly, I love the quietness, I love the solitude, and I learned to appreciate life. And it gives me time to bond with all my cats. Somehow, all the cats, I realize that they actually love me in their own individual way. To many people, a cat is just a cat. No, but it's not. Each cat has their own personality. Take for example, Coffee. Coffee is a tuxedo cat. Every night, she will snuggle very close to me in bed and sleep with me. And sometimes she will even sleep on my stomach. Then there's Lucky, the ginger colored cat. He went for an operation in 2019 and was hospitalized for about a month When I took him home that night and I was on the bed watching TV, he came to the bed and sat in front of me and looked right into my eyes. Then he started purring. And when I looked into his eye, I could see that he was actually thanking me for what I've done for him. And then from that day on, he became very, very close to me. Sometimes I lie in bed, he will come to me and just rub, pet, rub. Cute. Yeah, really. He will just use his head and just rub against you, and nudge at you. Yeah, very cute lah. Like very almost humanized like that. Every night, without fail, whether it is raining cats and dogs, I will wake up at 4 a.m. to begin my round of feeding the stray cats in the neighborhood. It's very quiet. The cats can eat in peace. Are they hungry?
Hey, look at the rain. Cilaka leh. Confinement. Hey, have not even been impregnated. And now look, more than a month's confinement.
Hey, you talk about confinement. After confinement, you have to give sponge cake and angu kueh, okay?
Hey.
To friends and relatives.
Why? Hey, what? This is not even a girl or boy, I didn't give birth. It's just only, look, a lump of fat after months of eating and eating.
Yeah. And a big lump.
Yeah. Hey, look at the rain.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's quite an eye-opener to us. Sometimes uplifting, sometimes very amusing, and many times very sad.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's so sad when you see people just rushing out to buy toilet papers. I mean, I don't understand their mentality. What for? It's so crazy. Xiao.
These are toilet roll hoarders. People are by nature like that. When they are desperate or panicky, psychologically, they must grab something, hoard something, just to feel safe. Well, I suppose the cheapest thing they can afford is toilet rolls.
Well, you never heard of water, man?
Water, use water. Use water means use hand.
Use hand now.
You see, this. You know, my sister, you know, there are those sisters of mine, says that I'm no different from those toilet roll hoarders. They say, you have money, I have money, but I don't want to spend. Why? Because I'm very thrifty, I'm very miserly. Yeah, so money not spent to them is called toilet paper. So I'm also a toilet roll hoarder. Lor. What? You think what?
They do have a point lah.
Lots of toilet paper. Hey, you want toilet paper?
You also calling toilet rolls, huh?
Toilet rolls,
Secret hoarder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know you feel lonely lah, but you can always call your sisters. Right? You got 13 siblings there. You can call any one of them. Or every one of them.
Can call them lah, but they don't have time for me leh. Though I have so many, I'm afraid this rain they won't even if they want to come, also they can't come. They can't reach me. Yeah, what to do?
You call you, they can WhatsApp you, they can Skype you.
Yeah, but if it's gone
Just
like that,
15 minutes,
I live alone then I may suffer and die alone and nobody knows how. No lah. No. So actually, no. Don't worry. I'm living on the 15th floor. Very safe. People who live on the ground floor, lower floor, take care of yourself. When the rain comes, you can flood your place. So,
I'm still okay. I live on the 5th floor.
5th floor.
I just see those who are living on the landed houses. They are the ones that will get affected.
That's right. The landed property owner, they all charming. If there's a hurricane,
no problem.
They're the first to be swept off.
True.
But
yeah
lah. Though I'm living like in a prison like that, all alone, but I'm okay, Don't you worry about me. I'm okay. I'm very used to solitary living. I'm very used. You see, steady. I look after myself well. Yeah. You see, instead, I pity you all. You're married people. I tell you, marriage to me is the worst prison on the planet. You agree?
You really think like that?
Yeah, I think so. That's why I chose not to go this path. To me,
well, maybe but isn't that bad okay? I mean, granted, there are some abusive families and all that, but it's not that bad.
No, you marry the wrong one. Married to a wrong person who make you feel very lonely. And this type of loneliness is worse than single being alone. Being alone is not that sad. You have somebody who make you feel lonely. That's the saddest thing.
You have a point. You do, but which is what can I say? Anyway,
see, I'm smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to call off lah. But lately I have been looking out of the windows, looking at frost stains. This rain. This is very sad lah. Yeah, okay. You too keep in touch okay? Just call me. Bye.
Hello. This is Auntie Bird. Say hello. Hello. When I was a child, I would spend my time trying to find secluded areas in my house like this so that I could have a party with my plush toys where I would talk, hello, and giggle, with them. So, meet Auntie Bird. I got it in Australia when I was just 5 years old.
Say hello. 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 This has not left my side since. It has been dropped down the toilet bowl. It went and thrown out of my windows into a garden 6 times on accident. As you can see, its head and its neck are barely hanging on to each other, and it has lost most of its coloration in its eye. But I still refuse to get rid of it. My family gave it a name. Big head, but no brain. No brain? Yes, you have right. Yeah, it's usually a big head, no brain. But it means so much to me and I don't want to throw it away. The truth is, it's been with me through the hardest of times and I just can't bear to part with it. Look at this face. Oh, dancing. Let's all go to sleep now. 1, 2, and 3. Good night.
Have I taken my breakfast?
Papa si Papa? Oh, yummy. Aduh. Mommy go ka lah. Mo em say?
Yum, yum.
Yum. Jika tak itu kita Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa. Jika tak hendak jaga Burj Khalifa. Okay, relax.
Just too tired. Life is screwed up. Too tired to open a letterbox. Simple thing. But thank God there is no debt collector. Too tired to exercise. But thank God I'm still alive after a few death-defying incidents. Just too tired. Too tired to make everyone happy. Go here, go there. Be like a potato. But thank God, at least we can see each other now. Just too tired. Just really too tired.
Yeah, wait, let me fix it. Can you do this? She will try.
false. But because you ready. Huh? Later.
I look at the space around me and I begin to wonder if I am really home. I've never felt like my house is a place I could call home. It's a place where my body, mind, and soul seek rest. It's a place where my family resides. It's a transient space in between my adventures. My spirit yearns for the open road, seeking the next travel adventure or the road trip to nowhere. It finds awe in the sea of strangers of a bustling city, and comfort in the train rides to a rural town. So, this is me, being in a house thinking out loud, yearning for the next opportunity for me to seek my home.
It's the year 2020, it's April, and the world is already in a mess. Day by day, people fall sick. Day by day, people die. But day by day, people get better too. Why is this happening? What have these people done to face death? Or what have these people done to fight so hard for their life while on the brink of death? And for those who sacrificed so much to save these people, what have they done to be shunned by others? What gives you the right to shun others? What have you done? Think about it. Was there a time you did something with the well-being of others in mind? Or was everything for yourself? It's not wrong, but it's not right too. To overcome this tough situation, relying on others is not what we should be doing. It starts with oneself. I hate the color red. Why, you may ask? Why not? Do you know that there are infinite colors in this world? So tell me, why I should favor the color red? You don't have to tell me. I won't listen anyway. But if you have a good reason, I wouldn't mind listening. If not, my ears are shut. My favorite color is a beautiful shade of blue called cornflower blue. cornflower, cornflower blue. It's a really beautiful shade of blue. So there you have it, one reason why I don't like the color red. Why like red when there's a color like cornflower blue or fandango pink? I know my colors really well, not trying to brag. Anyway, red is such a common color. It's so blinding to the eye, and it represents anger and violence. Why would you like a color that represents such meanings? Isn't it better to just like another color, like yellow? I just don't understand when someone tells me that his favorite color is red. There's so many other colors in the world. See? I mean, I know I shouldn't judge others based on their favorite color, but I just really dislike the color red. Stay home, stay safe. Show respect and appreciation to those who deserve it. Remember that everyone is in this together. One step at a time, we can do it. If you can make the effort to rant about the color red, you can also make the effort to protect yourself and your loved ones. But at this point of time, no one cares, really. Pink, pink, pink. It just occurred to me that everything in my room is pink. Up to now, I still don't know what verbs and nouns are. Not going to lie, but I have never grasped any chemistry concepts fully before. I hate chemistry, and I never listen in class. Don't tell my mom. It's kind of scary and saddening that the first thing that people ask me is not, "What's your name?" or "How are you?" But they ask me, "What is your Instagram username?" Like, is that important to you? Well, family is important to me. Some of my friends say that they feel that it's embarrassing to be seen with their parents or grandparents. I don't understand. Or I just don't bother understanding mentalities that I don't relate to. I wish Singapore has 4 seasons. I wish that there are no sufferings in the world. I wish I don't have to sleep. I don't like the color green, but I have this green water bottle that I carry around all the time. Sometimes I think to myself, if the floor was a living thing, would it reach out to slap us because we're always walking all over it? Or maybe it's a living thing, just that it knows what forgiveness is. I always rehearse future conversations in my head, and I expect the worst case scenarios. There was once I argued with the manager of a restaurant because he charged us $150 extra unreasonably. I lost the argument though. In my opinion, I feel that iced Milo is better than Starbucks and bubble tea. I'm not a conceited person, but sometimes I just can't help but think that I'm a better singer and a better dancer than some K-pop idols. I'm a happy person. Well, enough about myself. Let me ask some questions. Why does the stick figure have no hair? What is the reason for the chicken crossing the road? And if I roll my eyes too much, will my eyeballs get stuck? Does any of y'all have answers to my questions? No? Okay, then I'll just continue with what I was saying before. Sometimes, I look out my window and I look at the people living across me. And I feel like I'm watching a movie. Watching a movie about people's everyday lives through small boxes with windows. If I were to pick up something from the floor, I wish I was lucky enough to pick up a ticket that will bring me back to my childhood. Speaking of which, the There's a piece of something in front of me. And there are words saying, chemistry mock test. Ugh, I sigh.
So bored. The food in the refrigerator is tempting me, but I'm on a strict diet. Wondering if Jaguars or BMWs would be a better choice in the long run. What stock should I invest in the long run? Should I even be thinking of investing right now? What are other people doing right now? I miss diving. Strolls by the beach. McDonald's hot fudge sundae with extra hot fudge. I want to travel. I miss being in an aeroplane.
I remember staring out of the moving car, looking at the clouds in the sky and identifying them as different animals and objects. Sometimes I'll see rhinos, rabbits, teapots. At times, I'll even see a face smiling down at me from the sky, or a man walking his dog. In comparison, if I were to look up at the sky now, all I'll see are clouds of different colors, different sizes, that will hint to me about the impending weather forecast. I can no longer see figures in the clouds. The realization hit me that I lost the creative and imaginative side of myself that I had when I was a child. I had another moment of realization. Only this time, it was much more bizarre. At the start of Sec 4, I woke up with voices in my head, telling me that I was no longer a child. I should have realized that way before the age of 16. But being the youngest in my family, I had my own mindset that growing up was still miles away from me. Later that morning in school, I asked my friend, "Do you realize that our childhoods are over?" And she replied simply with a, I guess so. Throughout the rest of the school day, I felt grey, as I came to terms with the fact. I felt like I had miraculously matured overnight. After school, I walked home so that I could process my thoughts. The question on my mind was, what does it mean to grow up? To me, it meant taking up overwhelming responsibilities, making sacrifices, and leaving behind my happy and carefree past. It also meant
my loved ones growing old, and eventually leaving me alone on earth to struggle until it is time for me to meet my end.
分不出是泪是雨，泪和雨一起了你，一起你始终不必，泪珠儿洒满地，哭泣，哭泣为了分离。分离后再相见不易。我曾把你的爱情藏在睡梦里，哈哈哈哈，藏在睡梦里，就好像藏起回忆。说不出绵绵细雨，泪和雨引起了你，引起你始终不必，泪珠儿洒满地。
I love acting. I have been with Ageless Theatre for 9 years and have did 9 productions. I also participated in Cantonese opera with the Hong Zhou Weigun Association. I really liked to be on stage and in front of the camera.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Chu at least wants to play. Rain, rain, rain.
落大雨，水浸街，阿哥擔柴上街買。咦，唔見阿嫂嘅？哦，阿嫂喺企繡花鞋，花鞋花襪花腰帶，兩頂蝴蝶兩邊排。
Is it raining over there? You know, I used to live in a flat next to the highway. Last thing I would remember before going to sleep was my room covered in darkness, illuminated only by the moonlight and that dirty light pollution night. And because I lived next to the highway many times a night, there's this pesky streak of light that pierces through the windows. It would spread across the room, bounce off the walls, and then out it goes as quickly as it came in. It was like a backwards thief. It wanted itself to be known, and then it stole my time, my sleep, my peace. And then there were the sounds. There was that self-righteous of joyriding wheels speeding at 70 kilometers per hour. More than the speed limit of TPE, by the way. And then there was that of the wise and benevolent public bus, bringing home the late, the lost, and the drunk. And then there was that sirens, lifesavers that rushed to lives that needed to be saved. And regardless of the night, the steady and constant hum of everything else in between. Over the years, I've grown accustomed to these sights and sounds. I got used to them. I liked them. They were like white noise, white light. I'm not sure if there's an alternative term for that. Point being, they helped me to sleep. Sometimes I couldn't sleep, no matter how hard I tried. And the highway was all that's in my mind. Then, it was my thoughts that raced through this road at 1 million kilometers per hour, too fast for even my feel RP or my feelings road pricing to process and charge. Sometimes, all I heard were sirens. Look at all these things that you had to be worried about. People to take care of, to help. Lives that needed to be saved. But maybe the difference was I wasn't a lifesaver. Never was, never meant to be, at least maybe for anyone but me. There was a hum, steady and constant, that I could still hear. It was the voices of people that I loved, the words of people that I loved, memories with the people that I loved, and who I knew loved me. And to that lullaby, I surrendered my demons, my sirens, my alarms, the wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. And finally, I could sleep. I live in a suburb now. It's quiet, dark. I can't sleep. I find it hard to. Most nights, I wait for the thieving lights to streak through my window, for the steady and constant hum to keep me company. I just want them to come back. The thieving lights, the steady sound, so they can finally take back, they can finally give me back the time I spent with them. My sleep, my peace. Is it raining outside?
What? What? Hang on, hang on. Artificial.
I was exhausted.
We all were. It was the 4th day of Ramadan. We had just finished eating, cleaned up after. Chores ended fast. Everyone pitched in one way or another. It was close to 11 p.m. It was time to say goodbye. Everyone hugged each other a little longer. Earlier on in the day, we had placed the furniture out of the house to make way. So my siblings and I brought each furniture back into the house and placed them back as before. The last furniture was a 3-seater wooden sofa with flower pattern cushions on it. My brother and my father carried each end of the sofa and brought it into the house. My eyes were glued to the sofa. Felt like time just stood still. Could feel the neutral sadness in the hall. That was my grandfather's spot. That's where he watched TV, took his daily naps. He wrote down notes on his book and sipped on his teh tarik daily at 5 p.m. The unsettling realization that he's never gonna be. He passed that morning at the age of 92.
exactly are they fearful of? The fear of not being accepted by others? The fear of being laughed at, mocked at? Or it's just a fear of being different? Perhaps we are simply afraid of being different from others. We are often told we have to love ourselves, be confident in ourselves. But when we start to do things for ourselves, people say that we are selfish. When we start to show confidence in ourselves, people say that, hey, you're too proud. And when we refuse or ignore what others said about us, they say that we are stubborn, not open to suggestion, close-minded. At times, others may even label us as abnormal. So, what makes us normal? When we do not conform to the standards, does it make us abnormal? Sadly, there's a majority that define the standard of normal. Imagine this. If everyone in the world say that fat is pretty and living a short life is a blessing, then obesity will be a compliment. And being slim and living a long life will be a curse. When the majority say that it's normal, is it really so? They paraded down the almost empty road, cackling with great animation. One passerby had the look of a baffled toad as he stared open-mouthed at the astonishing sight. Hundreds of peacocks, each proudly displaying his iridescent, multi-hued tail, swaggering down Serangoon Avenue tree in rhythmic steps. From my fourth-story window, I whispered a little wish to the head of the contingent. If only I could join you. How confident and carefree you all are. The next time I blinked, I found myself walking amongst them. Gosh, no mask. But I got a shock when I looked down. I had been transformed not into a strutting, magnificent peacock, but a peahen. How handsome all these guys look. And in my little peahen brain, I perceived that they were trying to court me. Me? What a joke! I was nothing to look at compared to these glam creatures. Yet, I was supposed to choose my mate from amongst them like a judge in those whatever Got Talent shows.
think of it, it was ironical that I, a woman whose perception of beauty has been gradually formed through what the media dictates, should end up in the animal kingdom as the ugly half. But strangely, it was liberating. No stress over dressing, makeup, or hairdo. No stress over gaining that 500 grams after that durian pickup. And no stress over breakouts, laugh lines, or crow's feet. The next thing I knew, I was running with the rest at the traffic junction, and with a couple of hops, we leapt into the air and flew. What a wonderful feeling of being airborne. You know, we could see the bewilderment of the faces of the elderly. Uncles looking like puzzled walruses, and workers looking like constipated squirrels. Even the vehicles didn't touch. The traffic lights. The view from the ground must have been spectacular. Hundreds of peafowls, each with tails as long as 6 feet, just soaring into the orangey evening sky. Wow. And you know what? Without a doubt, we were photographed from every angle. Images posted, and the event at Serangoon went viral. Well, that was my closest claim to fame. But nobody knew I was trapped in the body of a peahen with a stunted brown tail. I might as well have been a weasel. Well, after flying for a few minutes, I felt weak. After all, my arms were not used to flapping about. The only exercise they get is with a fork and spoon, and occasionally a little stretch to hang up the bed sheets. I was losing speed and altitude. The head honcho turned to look at me, and his piercing, beady eyes made my teeth chatter like castanets. I thought I was going to die. When the whole battalion swooped under me, forming a safety net, and that large plumage just helped them glide effortlessly to the ground. I was truly ashamed and hung my head down. Then the head honcho gave a loud squawk, and suddenly every one of the peacocks jostled to peck my cheeks. It was one of the
touching and memorable moments of my life. It was their way of saying, never mind, dear. We know you didn't mean to hold us up. You took a step of faith, and we love you for trusting us. I see them, my heart tells me that I love you. Lonely shadows, take me home with you.
Hey, look! There's no rain! Yeah, there's no rain. If there's no rain, there's no flood. Who says it's raining? Huh?
They say.
They say. Who are they? There's no rain. Why is everywhere closed? Huh? Who says there's flooding?
They say.
They say. Who are they?
Government.
Government. Huh? Government say. Government say.
Oh God! Please help my neighbours and my friends too. And God, please teach me how to swim. Please.
Close the door. The monster is coming. Open your eyes. Are they nearing? The monster is scary, but don't be scared. Just make sure you close the door, stay put, and don't leave. Okay. Unless you want to be eaten. I feel a little bit hungry now. Just stay here, okay? I'll go get a snack. And don't worry, we have enough snacks. We just have to ration it and use it when we need it, okay? Take care. Thank you. Whoa, look at how they're fighting the monsters. They're working together to do it. They're bringing the monsters to save us all. They are the true heroes. Be responsible and let's work together. Stay safe, everyone.
play around like you just don't care.
லாக்டவுன் சொல்கிறான். எங்கே போக முடியல, 24 மணி நேரம் எங்கேயே கிடக்கணும். மழை பெய்தா இல்லையே. சிரிக்கிறேன். சரி, எனக்கு பைத்தியம் பிடிச்சிடும். ஆமாம்,
Enemy approaching. Fire!
Bullet! Enemy! 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 Outside! Attack! Outside! Outside! Mina!
Roger.
Where is the bad guy? Where is the bad guy? Who is the bad guy? Who is the bad guy?
Open your hatch.
Are you okay?
Daytime. Reading or writing? Do you like to take walks? Have you ever choked on whipped cream? How do you feel about global warming? Is it actually raining outside?
I wish you know I love you.
I will do my crying in the rain. No rain! No rain at all! Ho你老爺啊！仲要收幾耐？仲要喺屋企喺幾耐？嚇？仲要坐監坐幾耐？唉，我就嚟發癲啦，都唔出得街。
I am running low on supply. This is all I have.
哎，亲爱的，今天没有下雨，我帮你去买这种饭。